Hi everyone. Today I would like to talk to you about the need to feel safe. So, trauma is an overwhelming response to a distressing event, right? And it leaves a really deep imprint on our psyche and in our body. And trauma at its core is an adaptation to a situation that has essentially threatened our sense of safety at a core level. So let's delve today into the importance of re-establishing that safety as a cornerstone in trauma healing or moving on from trauma. So trauma isn't just about an event that we've experienced, right? It's about our body and our mind's response to perceived danger. And it is a survival mechanism or a survival response. And it's an alarm system that alerts us when there's a threat. The thing is, when this system is constantly triggered, it's stuck in like an on mode, if that makes sense. And that is what leads to the hypervigilance and the things that impact our daily life, our daily functioning, and our well-being. Now, healing from trauma, it really needs to begin with that safety, and it's not just physically, it's feeling that emotionally and psychologically as well. Now, without a foundation of safety, it's our nervous system that remains in that heightened alert state. And that can make it a challenge to process and feel those emotions and integrate those traumatic memories because we're essentially blocking them or resisting them, if that makes sense. And safety, it's something that you do need to practice when you have had that hypervigilance for a really long time. And sometimes you do need the support of a trained therapist or even putting yourself into a calm environment and working on those grounding practices because it can be something that you need to practice if it's something that you're not used to. Now, a really integral part of the trauma healing, trauma awareness process is acknowledging how we feel. And by acknowledging, it is to feel it in your body, not to just intellectualize it. Sometimes when you've been through significant trauma, you think that you're processing it and acknowledging it, but you're actually just intellectualizing it and you're keeping it from here up instead of feeling it from here down. And generally that's because from here down feels really unsafe. So because the traumatic experiences can invoke this spectrum of emotions that for some can be really scary to acknowledge and feel, it can be that fear, that numbness, that anger, the terror, the sadness, all of those sorts of things. And it's about understanding that our feelings are a natural response to what's more of an unnatural event, if that makes sense. So what I work with is the somatic side of it, and I bring in the hypnotherapy, the conversational hypnotherapy, and the energy work and the traditional counseling methods, and I bring it in to be able to help you embody it a bit more, so that you can emphasize the connection between the body and the mind. And it teaches us to notice physical sensations that are linked to traumatic events, and releasing what's been pent up can gradually help guide your system into a more regulated nervous system. The thing with trauma is that it interrupts the natural process of an emotional response, and healing them allows the emotions to come to the surface and pass through the body like a wave and find that sense of completion. And the process is not about eradicating memories or anything like that. It's more about reclaiming control over your responses. And it, in a way, diminishes the charge that it has on you moving forward, right? And it's, to me, in my experience, it's important to understand that with trauma, you've learnt to adapt your behaviours in order to keep you safe. So it's more a behaviour than an identity. And knowing that you have just adapted, or your unconscious mind has adapted your behavior to make you feel safer, that conditioning also paves the way to compassionate healing. And by creating that safe space for you to be able to feel and acknowledge and witness and have that mindful curiosity about what you're feeling and where you're feeling it and why you're feeling it, and allowing that completion to happen, you can embark on this like recovery and resilience experience that can make you so much stronger moving forward and so much more open to new opportunities and growth and expansion and transformation. And it's not a sign of weakness being able to embrace that vulnerability. It's a really brave step towards regaining your power and your peace. And for me, like, everyone talks about happiness and, oh, my ultimate goal is to be happy. For me, it's peace. I want to find peace in my body. What do I need to do to find that peace? What's coming up for me? What do I need to process? What do I need to see, hear, feel, and know about the situation, right? So when you've been through that trauma, it can be a bit difficult for someone to go, oh, you just need to find peace. When you're feeling unsafe at a core level, when someone says that to you, that can automatically have a nervous system response that is less than favorable for you. So the simplest way to get into that safety and that resource in your body is when you are feeling that trigger or that sense of not feeling safe coming up, just stop for a moment, take a couple of breaths, and there's a few different ways you can deal with it from then. So you can orient yourself with what's going on around you, which is just looking around and noticing with a soft gaze where you are, what's going on, where you're feeling in your body, and just give yourself that space for a moment so that you can regroup. It's important to feel that safety. So as long as you need to look around and find that grounding and that safety and like notice where you are, that's going to bring you back into your body, right? Some people need like a safe place in their mind to go to, whether it's a memory or a favorite place, or, you know, something that feels happy and joyful for you. You can take yourself there. Or some people might prefer meditation in whatever way meditation looks like, feels like, sounds like for them, whether it's going for a walk, doing the whatever it is. Meditation can take many different forms. So do that and get yourself into that safe space and allow yourself to fully feel the emotions and everything that you're feeling. For some people, they might need to take themselves back to something that happened in childhood to feel the emotions. Whatever it is, just feel that sense of safety in your body first, and you can do that by yourself or with help. I'm available if you do need help. But feeling safe in your body is the key to any sort of healing. And if you can get yourself into that place where you've got that regulated nervous system, or you know how to bring yourself into regulation really quickly, it's going to pay you dividends as you move through your life. It'll be so much easier to process, to be open to things that are going to come in. And in my healing journey, what I thought was safety wasn't actually safety until I'd gone into the full embodied side of it. And that's what works for me now. And it's also something that's taken practice. And so it's really important to ask for help if you need it. And if something's not quite feeling right for you, just witness it and trust it, because feeling safe in your body is also where your trust and your gut feeling sit. So it's really key to opening up the whole fullness of what life can bring you. Let me know your journey and what it is that is safety for you, and let's have a conversation about it, because to me, the awareness of it is something that will help everybody. So what you might think is insignificant might help someone else have like a massive change in their life. It could be the catalyst for something amazing. So let's open a dialogue and speak up about whatever it is that you need or what you can share to move forward with ease and grace for yourself or for somebody else. Okay? I'll see you next time.